Welcome back to Fly Tying Fridays. This episode we're going to tie a Brassie. We're going to tie this on a mun, barbless, scud or nymph hook. We're going to use a size 12. It can be tied all the way down to a size 18. For this one we're going to use brown wire and brown thread. We're also going to use a little peacock herl. That's going to be our Thorax. And yeah, have some fun with it. Tie them with different colors. There's all kinds of different colors you can tie them with. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. By now we know how to get our hook on there. So we're going to start our brown thread. Get a couple wraps on there forward, a couple wraps back, lock some thread on there. Get in there and cut that little snippet off. Now we're going to wrap that thread all the way back around the bend. Get your wire, lock it in there with 2 good wraps, tuck it out of the way, then go ahead and bring your thread back up and leave yourself maybe 1/8 of an inch or so, 3 millimeters. That's where you're going to build your thorax at the end. Go ahead and just let that dangle. If you have one of those bobbin holders that holds it out of the way, more power to you. I wish I did. Then we're going to get this wire and you're just going to do really tight wraps. And go ahead and go real slow as you do it, because you want your wraps to be as tight as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and speed this up so you don't have to watch how long it takes, but just take your time. Make sure you get nice, close wraps. The most important part of this Brassie is these really close wraps, because this is your entire body. Then once you get up there far enough, go ahead and just pull it off to the side. Give yourself 2 good lockdown wraps. And then you can just helicopter that wire right off of there. Alright, at this point we're going to tie in our little piece of peacock herl. I like to fold mine in half. The middle part of these herls is really the best part. So I'll fold mine in half and I'll lock that down just right there at that fold. And then I'm going to bring that up to my eye, or just before it. Now when you're using these peacock herls, they are quite fragile. So I'm going to do just some little soft hand twists to keep them together, and then we're just going to give those some wraps and build up that thorax. Once you get it up there nice, go ahead and just hold it back. Do a wrap in front. Do a wrap behind. And then lock her in there. Go ahead and snip off your extra. Pull off some, get your whip finishing tool out. We're just going to do about three good wraps, nice and small. 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to lock that in there. Snip off our thread. And I like to build my thorax like that. It's a little bit bigger than a traditional Brassie, but I find that that really does get a lot more strikes. Get out there and fish around and find out. If you have enjoyed this video or learned something new, please subscribe down below. I will have a walkthrough for a different fly every Friday, starting with some basic patterns to help learn different techniques that will all come together in more difficult flies down the road. Thank you again for watching. Comment down below if you can guess what we're tying next week. Here's a hint. The fly I am tying at the end of this video is the fly we will be tying in the coming week. Can you find out what it is?